Good day and welcome to Chess Corner. In today's game, we have a game from FIDE candidate Steel, and in today's game, we have a game from Grandmaster Firouzja against Grandmaster Gukesh. This is actually from round 7. Let's get right into it. So here we have d4 by Alireza. We have knight f6, bishop to f4, d5 was played, and now we have e3. We have c5, so it's a London opening that we have. And now we have knight to f3. We have e6 now, and now knight to b2. We have queen to b6 now, so threatening to capture this pawn right away. So we only have this rook b1 move, and now capture on d4, recapture on d4, and now we have bishop to d7. We have c3, and now we have bishop to b5. So right away, challenging this bishop on f1 because in the long run, if white can basically place the bishop here on d3, then this will be a big advantage for white. So here we have only like h4, and now we have knight to d2. We have rook h3, and now bishop to e7. We have h5, and now we have h6. So stopping the push here on h6. Now we have e4, so attacking the bishop. And in this position, you have several options. Of course, you can capture the bishop. You can go bishop e6 if you want to maintain the pressure, or you can even go bishop c4. This is also like playable. But anyway, we have capture now, and now king uh, f1. So right now, there's no castling, but it's like a castling anyway because if you can move the king to g1, it looks like it's a castle. So right now we have castle king side and now king to g1, putting the king into safety. And now we have queen to c6. Knight e5 was played. Now tempo on the queen as well as threatening to capture this knight on d7. And basically here you have several options. You can capture this knight on e5. You can move the queen to b6, even queen to a6. So what happened was just capture and now capture with a pawn. And now we have knight to d7, rook to g3 now. So the idea is to capture here on h6. So in this position, basically you really need to move the king. I think that's the best move here, which what happened anyway, which is king h8. We have a5 now, and now we have queen to c7. So putting pressure on this pawn on e5 right away. It is actually attacked twice. Now in this position, you have several options. You can depend the pawn several options. You can go queen e2, knight f3. What happened was knight f3 was played, and now we have queen takes a5. We have c4 now, so you can't capture this pawn anyway because of queen takes d7. So here we have rook to g8. Rook a1 is actually a mistake as per computer evaluation. Let's go back a bit. Here, the suggestion is just simple capture. C takes d5, queen takes d5, and it should be equal in value. But now here, what happened was he plays rook a1, and now we have queen to b4. We have b3 now, and now we have knight c5. An excellent move, so putting pressure on this pawn on b3, and there's also a possibility of placing the knight here on e4, which is very strong. So here we have knight d4 now, and now we have knight to e4. An excellent choice by Gukesh. So rook e3 was played, and of course we have queen to c5, putting pressure on this knight. And now we have rook to c1. We have rook to d8 now, and now we have c5. After c5, as you can see, he's actually trying to give this pawn in this position. So if captured, then there will be a c takes d5 option. After recapture, then maybe he can go to c7. But anyway, we have capture still, and now capture on d5. We have knight takes f2. After knight takes f2, we have king takes f2. So if you're gonna take a look at the position, Gukesh just sacrifice a piece in this position. And here we have rook takes d5 now, putting pressure on this knight. This is actually attacked twice, but of course you can easily defend the knight. Probably you can go rook e4 or even rook to d3. So what happened was we have rook to e4. After rook e4, we have rook a d8. So right now the knight is actually attacked multiple locations. We have two rooks and a queen. So you really need to add additional defenders. So that what happened was bishop e3 was played, and now we have bishop to c5. Still piling up the attack here on the knight. So what happened here now is let us have found the best move in the position. How can you save the knight from being captured? All right, he actually played queen to b3, a double exclamation move actually. Because if you're gonna capture, then he can just simply recapture with a knight. So in this position, he decided to capture anyway. We have knight takes b3. After knight takes b3, bishop takes e3 was played, and now rook takes e3. If we're gonna evaluate the position, it's still it's pretty equal because if you're gonna take a look, although white has a knight like an extra piece, if you're gonna take a look at the pawns, he has like 3 pawns only, but for black, he has like 6 pawns. So it's like equal, but still, it's a piece still. If white can, coordinate his pieces, then probably he will still have a bigger chance of winning in this position. So here we have a5. So Gukesh decided to use his extra pawn into his advantage by pushing it, trying to create like a pass pawn. So here we have rook c7, excellent choice. We have a4 now, threatening to capture the knight, and now we have knight to c5. So threatening to capture this pawn as well as this pawn on b7. So here we have rook a8, and now knight d7 was played, and now we have king h7, which is actually a mistake. In this position, the suggestion is to simply give a check on d2. If rook g2, rook d2, then he can go king g1. After king g1, then again he can deliver a check. And if king h2, now he can start pushing the pawn to b5. So here we have king h7 anyway, and now we have rook to f3. An excellent move, still putting pressure on this pawn on f7. And if you're going to take a look at the position, the king is actually alone in this direction. So here still he played a3. Well, he could have played rook b5. That's one of the option. King g8 is also playable just to depend upon. But anyway, he decided to play a3 in this position. It looks like if you're gonna take a look at the clock, I think they are running low on time already. So this probably what happened also. So after that we have rook takes f7 now, and now we have king to h8, knight f8 was played, and now we have a2. And if you're gonna take a look at the position, it is actually mate in 2. So we have a check, and this king will go only like 2 squares, either g8 or h7, and it will be checkmate anyway. So let's say king h7, rook d7 will be checkmate, and then if he goes in this position, that would be the same scenario, which is rook takes d7, and that will be also checkmate. So this is actually our game for today. I hope you like it. Please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching Chess Corner, and I'll see you on the next one.